Coming up on CPTV, a recent scandal involving celebrities has made students question the admission process, the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade draws thousands to the CP Square, and the spring musical comes to a close. CPTV is up next.
Hi, I'm Olivia Bianco.
And I'm Sarah Frey.
Welcome to CPTV. LexiPsimos will have your 5-day weather forecast.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School.
A recent scandal revealed that Fuller House actress Lori Loughlin paid up to $500,000 to get her daughter admitted into the University of Southern California. This caused students and teachers alike to question the application process of colleges. CPTV's Armando Bracco asked students and staff here at CPHS how they feel about this scandal and how it could affect their decisions of college and the application process.
Across America, students go to school, work hard to get good grades, and try to perform their very best on the ACT with the hopes of getting into their desired college. Now, the value of students' efforts is in question with a new scandal that has arisen involving parents making bribes for their kids to get into college. Caught up in the middle of the scandal is actress Lori Loughlin, who is best known from her role on Full House. Loughlin is suspected of paying $500,000 in bribes to help get her daughters into the University of Southern California. With all these new details, this has left many questioning how fair college admissions really are.
I don't think it's fair to the kids who actually challenge themselves and try and earn their way into college and push themselves to get their education rather than having their parents pay for it, which isn't really fair. And I believe that the people who got their degrees while having their parents bribe their way through should probably get their degrees taken away.
I think it's completely unfair to the kids who tried in high school and deserved the scholarships but couldn't get it for monetary reasons. And it's completely unfair that since her parents were famous or rich or had a lot of money, that they basically bought her way in when she didn't have to do anything to earn it.
Obviously, it's unfair to all the students that tried hard to get into these schools, but it's more so unfair to the students because they might not have known that their parents were doing it, and even if they did, they may not have fully understood the consequences of their actions. And I feel like for just people overall that are applying to college, it's just going to kind of ruin their trust in the system.
It's certainly really distressing as a teacher to know that you're preparing students for this standardized exam that in the end might be compared to false scores and scores that are from 30 and 40-year-old men who took the test for kids. So it's really concerning as a teacher. You feel worse for the students, but at the same time, I don't know that it necessarily keeps kids out. Unless those schools are specifically looking at numbers. We're talking about a couple kids at each school. But I think it's more frustrating that we're not all playing by the same rules.
This scandal has raised concerns with the college admissions process, and when it's all over, the admissions process could see some changes to prevent these situations from happening again. For CPTV, I'm Armando Bracco.
Excalibur's 2019 yearbook, Destination 219, is still available for pre-order. The book will be on sale until March 22nd for $70. Yearbooks will be handed out on May 16th and 17th during all lunches. If you did not order a yearbook, extras may be bought for $80, but don't wait until the last minute to get your copy. CAS, which stands for Creating a Safer School, has brought awareness to middle school students about topics such as bullying and peer pressure. CPTV's RAMSEY HARKNESS visited the middle schools during CAS's final season of the 2018-2019 school year to find out how this program has benefited both the middle school and high school students.
CAS, Creating a Safer School. Something that's become more important throughout the past years with bullying and school shootings being on the rise. Today we talked with mentors and students about the importance of CAS.
We're teaching bullying prevention, and some of these kids, if they're getting bullied, they're not going to go to their teacher, another supervisor. So we're stepping in CAS to try to get those kids to talk to us about their experiences with bullying so we could help and pass that information on to the advisors that can actually do something about it. And we're also trying to eliminate bullying altogether and getting these kids ready for high school and like their entire life ahead.
So for 5 minutes, start gazing. You guys want to get in a group of 5. You guys are gonna only 5. You guys are gonna just look up at the ceiling. Like you guys are looking at the stars. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So next. So with the 6th graders, I definitely think that the high schoolers spend so much time with them with the CAS program, and the 6th graders do feel comfortable with the high schoolers. So there's definitely some relationship building for sure that goes on with that. I think the 6th graders oftentimes feel more comfortable maybe going to a high schooler, especially a male, like a boy in CAS, versus like maybe a female teacher or like a guidance counselor. And then as always, we want our CAS mentors to like model the values that they're trying to teach the 6th graders. So I'm hoping that with the high school students that there will be a difference, and this opportunity will definitely shape them to be, more responsible, more respectful, to be great citizens in our school.
Well, we play a lot of games. We hang out with the high schoolers. They teach us about bullying and rumors and stuff, and they just help us be better students, I guess. They help us be nicer to each other and communicate better, and we have a lot of fun here.
CAS has definitely had a positive influence on not only the middle school students, but also their high school mentors. For CPTV, I'm RAMSEY Harkness.
The Stray Dogs Improv Group will be hosting an improv invitational on Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m. The schools appearing will be Highland, Munster, Valpo, and Hanover Central. The showcase of each school's improv team and one professional improv group will take place in the CPHS auditorium. Admission is $5.
The machine shop classes recently received a computer-controlled plasma cutter through a Career and Technical Education Perkins grant. This type of cutter uses hot jets of plasma to cut intricate designs onto various metal sheets. The CNC plasma cutter is becoming a staple to many engineering jobs, so learning these skills at a young age will be sure to set those wanting a future in engineering a head start.
So the CNC plasma table that we have behind me here is just another piece of technology that we're able to use in the manufacturing process. It takes a standard handheld plasma cutting torch and attaches it to a machine that is computer controlled and allows you to be able to quickly and accurately reproduce intricate parts on any type of metal. If you're more into going to a traditional college, it's also a great class for anybody who is thinking about getting into engineering. Understanding the manufacturing process is only going to make you a better engineer in the same way that being a teacher first is going to make you a better administrator, for example. So, we're also marketing to those students as well.
While it's less of a training, I feel like it's a great experience because it gives us an opportunity to experience CNC work and also how technology can interface with the machines, because most of these machines don't work with technology, which is a large part of the career that we go on through later. My plans after high school mainly go towards the trades. I plan on interning and going through an apprenticeship program at one of the machine shops locally and maybe pursuing college afterwards.
Some of the things I've learned while working in the class are that there are more opportunities at the high school for hands-on people. Like, I know a lot of times people just sit in classrooms and that gets boring really easily, but out here we're able to work with our hands and get dirty and have lots of fun, just mess around in the shop.
The weather seems to be warming up just in time for spring break.
Yeah, it shocked me when I woke up on St. Patrick's Day and there was snow on the ground. Here's CPTV's LexiPsimos with what you can expect in this week's forecast.
The weather has been pretty unpredictable this past weekend with some snowfall in the area along with sunny skies. But what can we see in Crown Point throughout today? It will remain cloudy and we can expect some rain between 6 and 9 a.m. We will reach a high of 45 degrees at noon today, and by 3 o'clock the temperature will drop to a chilly 36 degrees. The temperature will continue to drop throughout the night, reaching 32 degrees as the precipitation moves out of the area. So, here's what the 5-day forecast looks like. Tomorrow, it will be mostly sunny and the high will be at 50 degrees. On Friday, we will see clear, sunny skies and the temperature will be rising to 54 with a low of 34. And as we head into your weekend, we will start to see those spring-like temperatures on Saturday with a high of 61 and a low of 42. On Sunday, we can expect some rain and it will continue to warm up with a high of 62 and the temperature will drop back to 47. On Monday, we're going to see partly sunny skies and temperatures in the high 50s. Let's hope those temperatures continue to stay warm as we head into your spring break. That's your 5-day forecast. Enjoy the rest of your week. Sarah, Olivia?
Thanks, Lexi. It finally seems like we are seeing the long-awaited spring temps. Hopefully the weather is warm for the approaching spring sports.
No sports stories to cover as we are currently in between winter and spring seasons. However, it should be noted that the softball team is ranked 8th in the Indiana Coaches of Girls Sports Association preseason poll, and the baseball team is ranked 6th by the Indiana High School Baseball Coaches preseason poll. You will also be able to catch both these teams in action starting next week.
This past weekend, the city of Crown Point celebrated St. Patrick's Day with their 12th annual parade. This staple of the holiday brings both local businesses and the community together. Here is CPTV's Madeline Massey with more on the local festivities.
It's St. Patrick's Day, and we have finally located the end of the rainbow at the 12th annual Crown Point St. Patty's Parade. With people of all ages lined up and down Main Street, they're in luck for a sham rockin' time.
Just shows support, that we're supporting the community and that we're all getting involved, and it just makes us aware of the residents. They love to come out, they like to support the community, and it shows their involvement. They just love it.
Well, I just like that everyone's kind of coming together. We're all celebrating the fact that America is America, and we're also celebrating the Irish culture, as well as just being here for just family as well. Like, it's amazing. There's so many parades, there's so many floats. It's great.
As the 12th annual St. Patty's Day Parade comes to an end, the golden memories of tonight will forever live leprechaun. I hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day. From CPTV, I'm Madeline Massey.
The Crown Point High School Key Club continues their annual St. Baldrick's fundraiser for childhood cancer development. The event will be held today from 4 to 6:30 p.m.
St. Baldrick's is next Wednesday, March 20th, and it's an event for the whole town. It's not just the high school. Actually, the elementary schools are the biggest fundraisers. Eisenhower Elementary School raises so much money every year. I wish the high school could get that much money raised. Mr. Gloff and Mr. Quigg both said if the high school could raise $4,000, that they would both shave their heads, but we're not close to that. So I'd love to make that goal. And the event is for childhood cancer. It raises money for research for childhood cancer. Last year, our event raised $56,000.
And lastly, the CPHS Theater Department's annual spring musical, The Drowsy Chaperone, closed this past weekend. We caught up with senior thespians Riley Miller and Jared Wood to hear their reflections on this year's show.
The Drowsy Chaperone was an amazing experience because it allowed for us to be able to just have fun and enjoy ourselves on stage. Unlike other shows like Radium Girls, we got to take this and just have fun with it versus having to play it so serious. We do take everything that we do seriously, but getting to just enjoy performing and enjoying the words that you're saying, and it was all just an amazing experience. I think when I went into playing the Drowsy Chaperone, I was a little nervous because I did, Ursula came so easy to me, and motherly figure, everything that I've done has been I just been easier, but this was hard because I had to enjoy myself. I had to not be hard on myself, and I had to live in the moment, and that was something that I struggled with a lot. So it was really fun to finally be able to live in the moment and enjoy everything I do.
Shove! We live and we learn.
I think that the Drowsy Chaperone was an incredible time. We were able to all come together and just make people laugh, and that really was one of my favorite things about it, is that even people who were coming and having a rough time in their lives, maybe we could make them smile a little bit and just bring happiness to them. And that honestly was one of the best parts that I was able to be a part of.
That's it for today's show. Thanks for being with us.
Remember, you can view all of our past episodes on crowntownmedia.org.
You can also follow us on Twitter at CPTV Media.
For LexiPsimos and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Sarah Frey.
And I'm Olivia Bianco.
See you soon.
Take care.